Warning, the following video may contain scenes of an awesome 3-cat spammer destroying noobs. Subscribing to the channel is highly advised, for your protection of course. Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Sage and welcome to another video everybody. In this video we will be going over top 5 of the best shotguns in Pixel Gun 3D. So obviously there's a lot of them in the game and there's only 5 that I'm going to be picking for this list. So if any of the shotguns that you guys are thinking about in your head don't make it onto this list, don't worry, just let me know down in the comments, and if I look it over, maybe I'll make another video about this topic in the future, because I'm sure that there could be a whole video made just for this topic, as there are a lot of good shotguns in this game. So like I said, in this video I will be going over 5 of the best. And so some of the things I'll be looking for with these weapons is like range, damage, fire rate, and of course the capacity of the actual clip itself. These are all really important things that you have to be looking at whenever you're deciding to pick weapons. So I'll be talking a little bit about those as I go over each of the weapons. Anyway guys, if you do find this video useful, or if you do enjoy the video in general, I'd very much appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because I do post videos every single day and I would very much appreciate it. I do also like to stream a lot as well, so after you subscribe, if you do so, be sure to turn on those notifications so that you never miss a stream or video. Also, I have like I said towards the beginning, I do have a Discord server. You should definitely join that. The link to it's down in the description. You can always recommend me your video ideas. So yeah guys, let me know what you guys want to see as a future video in the comments. And yeah guys, let's go ahead and get right into this video.
Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna leave, so I let you go.
Okay guys, so the first weapon that I will be talking about is called the Witch Hunter. Now, I don't know if I said this before or anything, but none of these weapons will be in any sort of order. These are just like the top 5. So talking about the Witch Hunter a little bit guys, it is a 2-shot to the head and a 2 to 3 shot to the body. Obviously it depends on the range. This weapon unfortunately has a big fault in range. It doesn't really do that much damage at a really far distance, and that's obviously a big flaw about it, but there's nothing you can really do as it is a shotgun. Shotguns are not supposed to be meant for far away matters, but this weapon I believe takes a lot of shots to go really far away, as you will see here. I believe it took like 7 shots to be able to finish me off here, and I think it's because he wasn't able to hit all of his shots at that time, because I do think that the weapon itself can be better. Now talking about this weapon a little bit guys, it is a really great weapon. I do like it a lot. It looks really cool. It has a fast fire rate as well. It's basically a remake of the Undertaker, if you guys know what the Undertaker is. So the Undertaker is basically the version of the shotgun that you can get in the store, while this is one of the only ones that you can get in the like craftable section. So a lot of the weapons are like that. They do have like a reskins of the version of the original weapon, which is what this Witch Hunter is. It's a reskin of the Undertaker. So talking a little bit more about this weapon, guys, it has a relatively high capacity with 8, I believe. It has a decent fire as well, same thing as the Undertaker. It has a lot of recoil, though, which is something to keep in mind. It's not a relatively huge gun. It doesn't take up a lot of your screen, because there's a lot of weapons that do take up a lot of your screen. But this weapon does not do that. It is a relatively, like, normal-sized weapon, and it is really high damaging, and it works really well for 3-cat spam, considering that it has no animation or anything. So if you want to do a 3 or even 4-cat spam, you can just whip out this thing and start using that as a 4th weapon that you use, as it does work really well, and it's 100% worth your time to be able to grind to. So if you are able to grind to get these parts, I 100% recommend it. Okay guys, so next I will be talking about the Masterpiece Musket. Now the Masterpiece Musket is one of the coolest weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. It is a sniper shotgun, meaning that not only does it have the properties of a shotgun, but it also has the properties of a sniper. So as you guys can see here from this clip, it is a 1-shot to the head and a possible 1-shot to the body, although in most scenarios it will be a 2-shot to the body, which is just, mostly normal for a sniper, as well as a shotgun. So it shares both of those qualities as a shotgun and a sniper would have with damage. The weapon itself has a decent capacity, although it has a very slow fire rate. However, the extremely high damage makes up for that slow fire rate with the fact that it can literally 1-shot people. Now when you think of a shotgun, you think of a weapon that doesn't have very much range, and it doesn't really do that much damage at a high range. But with this weapon, that's not the case. The weapon can do up to half of your entire health or more, even if you're super far away from them, and I think that's really cool to see with a weapon like this. Although you might not have have to directly hit the person. Again, you know, it acts sort of like a, for example, the Ice King. The Ice King acts as a shotgun, even though it's, you know, not a shotgun. It's like when you shoot the Ghost Lantern bullet, it's a big bullet, and it's like you saw it right there go by my face. But imagine that, but going really, really fast. It has a big area of effect. That's how the Ice King is, but it's the same way with the Masterpiece Musket, guys. So it's really, really cool. It has a lot of high damage, and you could definitely try and get this if you can. Okay, guys, so next I will be talking about the Viking. So, I know a lot of you guys have definitely been waiting to hear this one on this list because of the fact that the Viking is known to be one of the best shotguns in Pixel Gun 3D of all time. The Viking, guys, is one of the greatest shotguns that I probably have ever used. I think that the Viking has an advantage over a lot of shotguns because of its range. Although it does have a relatively slow fire rate, the weapon itself acts as like, you know, a medium range weapon rather than a close range like most shotguns are. It is decent for up close, of course, because, you know, that's how shotguns function. But this weapon, guys, has a really good range to it as well. You can shoot people from a really far distance, which is really, really cool and interesting to see about a weapon like this. So, a little bit of info about this weapon, guys. It is a one-shot to the head and a possible one-shot to the body as well, depending on how close you are and where you shoot the body at. I believe you can get it to a constant one-shot if you put the correct modules on it, but then again, I am not 100% sure. This weapon, like I said, guys, has a really good range, so if you're looking for a shotgun where you can, like, shoot somebody from, you know, from one side of the pool party map to the other side, and if you think that they're on a little bit of health left, then you could just whip out the Viking and shoot them one final time to get that finishing shot. And I think that's 100% worth, you know, grinding for, especially with this weapon here, because, you know, most shotguns aren't able to do something like that, and I'm sure not a lot of people want to be using, you know, assault rifles instead. So, instead of getting an assault rifle, guys, you should definitely try and grind to get the Viking. It's really good. So just a quick note here, guys, I did rocket jump a lot during this game because this guy was spamming area damage, so yeah. The next weapon I'll be talking about is called the Acid Shotgun. Now, the Acid Shotgun is known to be one of the most infamous weapons in the game, as well as because nobody knows whether or not it's better than the Viking. And let me say this, both of the weapons do the significantly high amount of damage, and, you know, they kind of do the same. You know, they one shot to the head and they two shot to the body. You know, they both do the same amount of damage, but the difference is the range of the weapon itself. The Acid Shotgun does not have as much of a range as the Viking, so the Viking has a, like, you know, a much better ability to shoot somebody who's far away, whereas the Viking, or the Acid Shotgun does not. However, the Acid Shotgun has a very strong poison effect and a really fast fire rate that allows to do a significant amount of damage. And, you know, because of that, I would say that they're about equal. I wouldn't say that one is better than the other. It's sort of preference, whether you prefer to use a shotgun that's better with range or whether you prefer to use one that's better with, you know, damage and bullet spread. So that's totally up to you guys. Let me know down in the comments which one you prefer. So talking a little bit about this weapon, guys, the poison effect is really strong and long lasting, so even if you don't one-shot them with the first bullet, the likeliness is the poison will take them out. So the Acid Shotgun is by far one of the best ones in the game. So guys, last but certainly not least, I'll be talking about the Ultimatum. Now, everybody knows that the Ultimatum is by far one of the best weapons in the entire game. It is by far the best shotgun out of all of them, I believe. I believe the Masterpiece Musket, you know, the sniper shotgun, and the Ultimatum, those two are probably the best shotguns in the entire game out of all of them. They both do crazy amounts of damage, and everybody knows that the Ultimatum is so good because of its range. The weapon itself can shoot from so far away while still maintaining a one-shot kill, and it is absolutely insane. So many people use this weapon for 3-cat spam, although I do think with a lot of weapons it has an actual delay, so that's something you have to keep track of. But as you guys can see there, I was nearly across the whole map on pool party, and this weapon was still able to two-shot me, which is absolutely insane. Now, just keep in mind here, I don't actually have the Ultimatum. One of my friends sent me some gameplay with it, so thank you so much to that person. And I will be talking more about the two people who helped me in this video after. But talking about this weapon, guys, it has a relatively low amount of ammo that comes with it, just because, you know, it's such a great weapon, and, you know, obviously they have to balance it somehow. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to make it so it doesn't have that much ammo, and you can actually charge up the shot to make it do more damage as well, which is really, really cool. Everybody knows that the Ultimatum is the best shotgun in the game, I believe, and so I thoroughly believe that. This is by far, guys, one of the greatest and definitely coolest shotguns in the entire game. Okay guys, that is my list for the top 5 shotguns in Pixel Gun 3D. Currently, this is not the list for the top 5 shotguns of all time, because I'm sure that there have been many shotguns in the game that have been removed, that were simply like one of the greatest of all time at that time. However, now they are gone, or they just aren't as good anymore. So, currently, these are my picks for the top 5 best shotguns in Pixel Gun 3D. Let me know your comments down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say about this, because, you know, obviously there's going to be some people who agree, some people who disagree, but I think the majority of you guys will agree that these are probably the top 5. So, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and also leave a like if you did enjoy it. Be sure to join my Discord server, which I will talk more about right now. Hey, do you have Discord? If so, you should totally join the official Unity Discord. The link to it is down in the description. As of right now, we have over 500 members who are constantly looking for people to play with. As soon as you join, you can have easy communication with me and everyone else in the community. So, what are you waiting for, man? Go join my Discord. The link is down in the description.